Hi everyone. So today we are going to learn some basic English grammar rules. So grammar helps us to form sentences correctly so that people understand what we say. Don't worry if you find English difficult. I'll explain everything in a simple way and we will also do some fun activities. Okay? So let's begin. So what do you think or why do you think grammar is important? Why do you think grammar is important? Let's look. So what is grammar? Grammar is nothing but a set of rules that we follow when we speak and write. It helps us to form sentences that all the people can understand easily, because if there are a proper rule and everyone is following the rule properly, it will be easy for the communication. Just like that, grammars are sets of rule which will help us to form sentences in order to make people understand things easily. For example, if we are saying that she eats apple, we are saying she eats apple, which is conveying that there is a person and it's a she, which means it's a lady, it's a woman, it's a girl. Eats means eat plus does, which means the woman is single and she is eating an apple. She eats an apple. Can you give an example of a sentence with a good grammar? Or can you write it on the board or your notebooks? Let's move on to the parts of speech. All words in English belong to different categories, and we call these categories parts of speech. Let's learn the main ones. Actually, there are 8 parts of speech. Okay. So, first of all, noun. Noun is name of a person, place or thing. And we have pronoun. Pronouns are words that replace the nouns that are used instead of nouns: he, she, it, they, etc. And there are verbs. Verbs means action words. Action words means which involve action: run, jump, eat, teach, learn, etc. And there are adjectives. Adjectives are words that describes nouns, which means if there is a dog, the dog is big, so a big dog. A red book, happy soul. So all these kinds of words, big, red, happy, refer to the or modifies the noun. So that's why we are calling it as adjectives. Adjectives qualifying the noun or modifying the noun. And we have adverbs. Adverb means she sings beautifully, quickly ran, slowly walking, slowly reading, she studies well. So the words which qualify or the words which describe or the words which modify the verb, the action words, those are called as adverbs. And we have preposition. So the word itself says that it is showed pre. So prepositioned words, the words that shows the position, like in, on, under, at, just like that. And we have conjunctions. Conjunctions are words that join sentences, that combine sentences: and, but, because, etc. And there is one more, that is interjection. An interjection is a word that conveys an idea of excitement, that conveys sudden reactions, etc. Wow, ouch, like that. So, can you name some nouns? I have already told you what is a noun, what is proper noun, what is common noun, and all. So, can you please name some nouns and write them into different categories? Next, we have sentence structure. In every language, there is a particular sentence structure that is followed. Let's take Malayalam for instance. In Malayalam, we say അവൾ ആപ്പിൾ കഴിച്ചു. അവൾ ആപ്പിൾ കഴിച്ചു. So the word order is in the format അവൾ, which means the subject, apple, which is the object, കഴിച്ചു, which is the verb. So the sentence structure or the sentence order, the word order in Malayalam is subject, object, verb. But look at the English structure. In English, a sentence follows the structure subject, verb, object. So what is the difference? The second and third positions are interchanged. In Malayalam it was subject, object, verb, but in English it is subject, verb, object. She eats an apple. So here the common mistakes that we make are we will be missing the subject or the verb. We will be saying eats an apple or eat apple. So can you make a sentence using the structure subject, verb, object? First of all, you have to think the sentence in your mother tongue, which is Malayalam, and then you can change the subject, verb and object structure, and you can properly write a sentence in English. Now we have a basic overview of the tenses. So the tenses are things or the rules that are helping us to tell what we want in the proper sense, because there are 12 tenses in English. Actually there are 3 tenses: past, present and future. And in these past, present and future, each has 4 tenses more, 4 sub tenses more. So simple past, past continuous, past perfect, past perfect continuous. So these tenses will help us to convey whatever we have to say in the correct sense. So here I have taken the simple tenses for example. For example, present simple, simple present, in which we usually say, we usually use this tense to convey something that is related to our habit or a fixed planned action in the immediate future, or universal truths. For example, sun rises in the east, sun sets in the west, and I brush my teeth daily, we meet occasionally. So these kinds of sentences are usually used in simple present, which is happening regularly on a fixed intervals. And the next is past simple, which refers to the past which happened before, just past. Then the future simple, which is going to happen, that which will happen in the future. I'll eat an apple. I will eat an apple. So the common mistakes we do is we will be confusing these tenses. I have seen so many students are writing the past tense instead of the future, and the future instead of the present. It is because of the lack of the basic understanding of English grammar. So that's what we are studying here, and hereafter you won't be making such mistakes anymore. And I want all of you to write at least 4 to 5 sentences in each tense separately: present simple, past simple and future simple. Now we have articles. So we use a and the before nouns. Okay, so these 3 are known as articles. So a is used before consonant sounds. Consonants means the ones which are not vowels, the letters other than a, e, i, o, u. Okay, consonant sounds. For example, a cat, a book, a car, a bottle, a frog, a laptop, a bus, a pen, a tap. It goes on like that. Now we use an before vowel sounds. A, I, O, U. For example, an apple, an elephant, an ice cream, an eye. Then we have the. So the is used for specific things or the mentioned things or the determined things. For example, the sun, the moon, goes like that. So look at look around, look at the things that you are sitting around, and just think about which article shall we use in order to denote these things. If a student is sitting beside you, a student, it is not the student, it is a student, it is a teacher, it's an ice cream, it's an hour. Okay, so think about that. Now we have subject verb agreement. So the verb is action. Okay, so the verb must match the subject. That's our ultimate aim, which means whatever tense or whatever position the subject is in, the verb must also follow the same. For example, he is happy. He is happy. So he means a single person. So the verb must also be singular. So he is happy. When we are saying they means there are more than one person. So it is plural. So when we are using plural subjects, we must use plural verbs, which is are. They are happy. He go to school. He goes to school. Because go is plural, goes is singular. And now it's your turn. Just tell me, is this sentence correct, or just correct the sentence? She walked to school. She walked to school. They eats an apple. Sorry, they eats biryani. They eats biryani. So find is there any errors in these two sentences and correct it. Common grammar mistakes that we make. Okay, so let's have a look at the common mistakes and how to fix them. For example, we always mistake between your and you are. Your and you are. So the first one, Y-O-U-R, your. Your means possession. Like you possess something. Your book, your dress, your name, your car, your class. So it shows the possession. You possess something. But when we are saying Y-O-U apostrophe R, R-E, your, you are, it is called as you are. First thing is your and it is you are. It means it is the short form for you are, which means you are happy, you are a boy, you are a girl, you are sad, you are a teacher. So it is the short form of you are. Now then we make mistakes like there and there, there and there, and they are. So there means it is a place, like the book is placed over there. There, it is over there. It denotes the position, it denotes a place. When it comes to there, T-H-E-I-R, there, it shows the position, it belongs to them. Just like we said your, here there. So it shows the position which is something belonging to them. So their house is big, just like that. And the next thing is they are. Just like we used you are, here we have they are. which is the short form of they are coming soon, just like that. So I want you to identify these kinds of common mistakes you occasionally make while writing, while speaking English language. Now we have some practice exercises. I want all of you to take a pen and a paper. All of you please take a pen and a paper, a book, and with all these details we have in mind, just try to do the exercises. You can pause the video, you can complete the exercises, then you can move on to the next slide. And now we have correct the mistakes. Here also I have given a sentence which has a mistake, and I have given the correct version as well. So the one thing you just have to do is identify which is the mistake and what is the correction I have made. Identify the mistake and identify the correction, and learn how to write the sentence properly, how not to make the same mistake again. Okay, you can pause the video, you can read the sentences, you can write it down, and then you can move on to the next slide. The next is to choose the correct option. It is based on tenses. I have already told you that we just meant we were just studying about the simple tenses: present simple, past simple, and future simple. So these three sentences are just meant for these simple present, simple past, and simple future. And also you can check whether if you want, you can go back and check the slide which I have taught about the tenses. You can pause this video and you can answer these questions and check. Any kind of doubts, you can ping me. Okay, so thank you. That's all for today. Thank you so much.